Hey guys, this is Elephant and you're watching the Elephant Show. Today on the Elephant Show, we're going to talk about the new features in the iOS 5, plus Herman Cain's 999 text plan, and a rumor asking us, is Iran going to go to war with us for the next 5 years? Find out, plus other news on today's Elephant Show. Thursday, October 13th, 2011. Today we have some great tech news happening today. Apple has just released iOS 5 today, and we're going to talk about some of the new features such as Siri, where you can reply to the phone asking where you can eat, such as where can I eat Chinese food, and Siri will respond and give you a list of Chinese food, or you can tell Siri to set up a reminder such as tell me on October 19th that there's gonna be someone's party, and then Siri's gonna set the time and date for you. Also on the iOS 5, there's also a newsstand where you can read your favorite magazines such as People Magazine, Newsweek, Time, and all other magazines. What's also happening tomorrow is the release of the iPhone 5, where to retail stores where people can instantly purchase their phone starting at $199 for iPhone 4S, but there's also cheaper options for iPhones, such as the iPhone 4, which is now starts at only $49, and iPhone 3GS, the oldest iPhone still in sale. You can get it for free, but it's only from AT&T. If you want to get a iPhone from Verizon, you can get the 4 or the 4S, but you want to get a phone in Sprint, you can only get the 4S. Now to government news today, where Herman Cain has discussed about the 999 plan either a few days ago or today, but I'm not really sure. But anyways, the 999 tax plan, his plan is not to make any decisions with cutting or increasing taxes. But the changes in the taxes is there's going to be wealthy people getting tax cuts and poor people paying more taxes. And Herman Cain says, let's just make taxes for the rich, because we like the rich, we hate the poor. Poor should deserve to pay more than rich people, which got me thinking here. Why should the rich people get taxes? They should obviously pay more. If they have so much money, it's worth it paying the taxes. Not the poor people. The poor people should have the taxes cut instead. According to MSNBC, some 30% of U.S. households that are living in the United States right now could pay little or no income taxes, which could cause people to be hit with one amount to a tax bill that represents 27% of their income. According to a USC law professor Edward Klinenberg, who published a paper this week calling the 999 plan a terrific example of his fiscal hocus pocus. So even so, Herman Cain is in the lead. Why should people vote for him if the tax plan is so terrible? Now to the news today about Iran, where today it's the government of Iran, according to New York Times, on Thursday escalated its review of American criminal charges that was behind a murder conspiracy in Washington, calling the claims that Iranian agents had plotted to kill the Saudi ambassador by the help of a drug game from Mexico, which has had a drug cartel that's been going on for months, but I'm pretty sure it ended. But anyways, it was so ludicrous that even politicians and press in the United States were expressing skepticism about such a scheme. The latest rejoinder added to the response of Iran's top leader al-Khamenei in his summaries said on Wednesday that a suspected plot was considered in Washington to distract Americans from their economic problems highlighted by the Occupy Wall Street movement, which has still been going on since September 17th. At the same time, Saudi Arabia, deeply suspicious of Iran, suggested that they accept the American accusations of the fact, and really said they should take the accusation seriously. The Saudi Foreign Minister Sarah Al-Fassi told reporters at a news conference in Vienna that this disastrous act reflects the policies of Iran. The Saudi government has not yet decided whether to withdraw its ambassador from Tehran in protest, he said. which caused a big distraction in the country, considering like, oh yeah, we don't care about Occupy Wall Street. We don't care about economy problems. We just want the economy in the entire world to go down because probably the Middle East wants to take over the economy. In our final story today is who is actually behind the Wall Street Occupy protest. according to Thurs, which says there has been much speculation over who is financing this spray protest, which has spread to cities across America such as Boston, New York, Seattle, San Francisco, which just lasts nearly 4 weeks since it started on September 17th. Like I said earlier in the show. One name that keeps coming up is investor George Soros, who has started Occupied Wall Street. Has been listed as one of the 10 wealthiest Americans in the U.S. And the conservative critics contend the movement is a Trojan horse for a secret agenda from George Soros, and he and the protesters deny any connection, but according to returners, they did find indirect financial links between Soros and Adbuses, an anti-capitalist group in Canada, which started a protest with an inventive marketing campaign aiming at sparking an array spring-type uprising against Wall Street. So this is probably why so many people are getting arrested by the police, because they're thinking, why a wealthy person should start a protest? Is it because of the economy problem? And the government's like, no, we don't care about the economy. Like I said, like on the last show, they don't care about the economy. They don't care about anything. And in fun news today, it's all about hoagies. Today, during math class today, someone asked about something on a math group thingy about hoagies, and then someone told me like it was a sub, some kind of another name for a sub, but it's like done in a different way, and someone asked me like, can I give you a hoagie someday? And I said maybe if I can try it. So this is one of the fun facts that you might have learned today. Before I go, I'm going to ask you one question, which is, who do you think is behind the Wall Street Occupy protest? Leave it in the comments down below. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you on Saturday.